Today I will do explain fundamental of radiometry and photometry. Basically, firstly I will tell you about the CIE Commission International de Equal Rays, according to which we do study about the EM radiations and most important for the visual lights. According to this phase, we do study about the plane angle, solid angle, and radiometry, photometry. Firstly, I will tell you about what is the radiometry. Basically, radiometry is the science of measurement of electromagnetic radiations, and we do study about the radiant flux, that is power. We do define that the total radiant power emitted from a source, and time rate flow of radiant energy. And if I do talk about the spatial radiant flux, so in the case of spatial radiant flux, we do divide by the lambda. If radiant, I do explain the radiant intensity, so which is the directed angular density of the radiations from a source, power per solid angles, we do define it. And if I do explain the units, so watt per seconds. If I do explain the spectral radiant intensity, which is the radiant intensity per lambda. If I do talk about the irradiance, irradiance means measurement of radiant flux incident on a object surface, area density of a radiant flux. And if I do talk about the what is the unit of that, so watt per meter square. In the case of spectral radiance means radiance per lambda. And if I do radiance, so radiance means measure of the total radiant intensity per unit projected area, that is radiant intensity per unit area. If I do talk about the unit of that, so watt per meter square is steradians. If I do talk about the spectral radiance means radiance per lambda. A very important questions asked by the examination: what is the Lambert cosine law? So that is the irradiance of or illuminance falling on any surface varies as cosine of the incident angle, that is called Lambert cosine law. And if I do explain the Lambert radiator, that is the surface having gradient independent of direction, yeah, we can say that is the uniform. If I do talk about the what is the Lambertian surface, so Lambertian surface provide uniform diffusion of the incident radiation, such as its radiance or luminance is the same in all directions from which it can be measured. Radiance means in case of radiometry, and luminance means in case of photometry. A very important question asked by the examiners: what is the relation between 1 lumens and lumen flux? So 1 lumens is equal to lumen flux upon 4 pi, which is very important formula for the numericals. Is also asking what is the difference between radiance and irradiance. Basically, the radiance is independent of area, but irradiance is depends upon area.